Hello everyone, one that might be watching. Today I'm going to go through my Seated Liberty box. I have a couple of them out here that I haven't added into the box yet, and I'll probably go ahead and do it today. Which means a few of these coins in here will have to come out because the little mini coins, those are neat. Move some of this stuff so you can get a closer view. Alright. First off, I have three loose ones in here that are heavily worn and beaten up. We won't mess with them too much right now. The 1857 half dime. And wait, how the heck did I get in there? I forgot to pull the 2-cent pieces out. And the other half dime I have. So there's two half dimes. And we get to the dimes. The 1841. First coin I ever made a video for. And the main thing I commented about, other than it's worn quite a bit, is the $20 price tag. The coin is too beat up to be a $20 coin. I guess someone thought they would have it and just not sell it, because you're not likely to sell it. Now, oddly enough, I went ahead and bought this one from a different dealer that's worn more than that one is. And that's $10. But like I said, you don't see these in very high numbers anywhere. This one has been beat up a lot. It's got a hole drilled in it and everything, but it was only $2, which I didn't think was too bad for a coin that old. There's an 1852 one that is in pretty good shape. We'll move along. I've got quite a few. Here's another beat up one that was $2.50. Date's visible with it's got arrows beside the date too. And there's another 1853 one, but it's much better. Look at the back. Now the next one, I jumped to an 1862 that is quite well worn. Had a $14 price. They marked it to $7. It is, the back is pretty hard to see much detail on it. But this is the year they changed the back to where it's the same as the barber dime's back. Before that, well, it may not be the actual year, but somewhere along the way they changed from that back to a back that looks just like the barber dime has. I will go on to another one. Seated dime, 1879. Back don't look real bad. Little wear right in the middle. Was marked at 22 and it got marked down to 10. Then we get to the quite nice Carson City dime here. This one's got the CC in the middle and the reef right underneath one dime. And it was a $22 one. It's a little bit better shape like this one maybe. That might have been $25 or $30 or something. This one, the CC's below the reef. And that was out of order. Should have been back here with the other one. But a couple more. An 1875S. It says it's in very good shape. And then in 1876, it says it's very good. And this one I bought at a coin show. The dealer had a sticker on it for it. Let's see. It would be here. 1875 would be here. All right. I have two 1876 Carson City ones. Both of these have the reef below, or the CC below the reef. It's kind of hard to see if I don't have my loupe with me, but it's there. And this one was the nicest one I have of a Carson City dime. And the CC is below the reef too. It's pretty small. Well, it is a dime. I mean, I ain't got a lot of room. Here's a the very fine ranged one, 1877. Another dime, 1883. The back's a little worn more than the front, I think, but there's a 1889, another 1889 that's well, 1890s are in here. They're both a bit worn. Back isn't as bad on this one, I don't think, as the front. This one says it's very fine. It does have better details than that other one. And then I have an 1891. Doesn't have anybody's grading on it or nothing. And I have one more 1891 that's a little bit more detail on it, I think. And then an 1891S dime. It says $5. It's heavily worn. Got a stain on it. Then I have the most expensive seated dime or seated coin I have. Sorry, it's a 20-cent piece, and not real easy to read it. Slightly smaller than quarters are. Let's pull out some quarters. Here's a seated quarter, 1853. It has the rays leading out from the center behind the eagle, and it has arrows on the front. I have an 1858, a bit worn, and it is the back's heavily worn too. And I have a nearly totally wiped out 1876 here, quarter, 350. The whole back rim, edges and stuff are all gone. Just the outline of the eagle pretty much, and the ribbon with the model. In the front, you can make out a few of the stars, but that's about it, and you can make out the date. I'm getting towards the end of the quarters I have. I have this near AG to G, which means almost good to good ranged Carson City quarter. Again, without having the loop down here, you can't see the CC very easily, but it's there. And then I have an 1877 quarter that it's got good details left on it. The rim's almost all there. So this is probably at least a good coin. The back's a little worse for wear than the front. And then in the box, the last of the ones I have right now is my first 50-cent one. It's an 1860. Now these other two I need to put in here. 1853 or 55.0, which the back looks real nice. Looks way better in the front. The front was as nice as the back. This one has arrows too. The front was as nice as the back. It might very well be fine. Be at least very good. Then the 1843 one, which is straight up good. and the back doesn't look too bad. Go ahead and put it in here with the other one, other two that is. So let's say 1843, 1855, and 1860, and then I don't have any more. But I do have some barber dimes. I want to show this just because you can see the back looks just like this, some of the seated dimes I was showing from the 70s and 80s and 90s, or 1891 and 1890. Here's another example where you can see the back quite well. I'm going to go ahead and zip back here to the dimes and pull out one that is kind of nice looking here. Look at that back. See what it looks like. We'll pull the barber dime. Where is it? Back out. Get a good look how it looks and how that one looks. Come on, focus. And then we'll pull a little bit later seated dime. See if I can find one that's, yeah, since that's very good. So we'll show you that one. And you can see the reef looks like the reef on the barber dime. So they changed them somewhere along the way. I'm not exactly sure when it was, but pull this one back out so you can see its reef. Come on, camera. Work with me. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and probably end this for now. I believe this is one that can be viewed for a long time, probably the rest of the time I have my channel going. The 1852 back where it goes. Put this barber dime back here where it goes. And put the two half dimes where they go. And then the other ones will go too. But anyway, that is my video about seated Liberty coins that I have. And I have several of them in the box. You know, more than some dealers around here have, but you know, that happens. I'm a collector and I collect a lot of them, so it, you know, get to your coin dealer early. If he's bringing in extra coins or new ones and you know it, get there early and you get the first pick. And if that's what he's got, you get the coins that everybody wants, the seated Liberty ones, and or at least you get your choice in case he's got a whole bunch of them. But it's always good to get there first. Anyway, go ahead and end this video. You all have a good night, and we'll see you next time.